Dun, 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 dun. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Ding, 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 ding. Nothing. Yep. Anyhow, welcome. This is my life now. This is my life now. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my goodness. Where's the other one? Actually, I might be able to change this one for this one. I have my. Let's see. All things considered. Come on. It doesn't fit because it's ginormous. Okay, well, better. Oh, way better. Cool. I don't think this would work, but it does work. Okay, that's awesome. I can switch it up. Yeah. So, if you can see, I'm changing the thing that holds my phone. If the gods allow for this, come on, the streaming gods. The internet gods. Oh my goodness. This is the type of thing. There you go, there you go, there you go. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I like that. That's nice. That's nice. Normally I don't show this that much. Hello, Sophia. All good? How about you? Oh, of course this didn't go through. Where are you? Where are you? Here. Life. Okay, and disappears, of course. Cool. Awesome. Alright. Where was I? This one should be good. Hopefully people can hear me. What is going on? This one didn't start? Or am I wrong here? What is going on? What? Oh. Oh. Uh, yeah, somewhat new. Uh, been here for, I don't know, some time. But I stream to multiple platforms at the same time. What is going on? Why is this one not? Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Stop and start. Does it work now? What is unstable? What do you mean unstable? Show my stream. Okay. Cool. Uh, to basically to Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, and Kick. As well, you're on Kick, so yeah. Let's see. Hopefully this shows up now. There you go. Yeah. Well, I do what I can. Sometimes it works good. Sometimes it's more of a pain than anything. Uh, no, I'm an illustrator and CG artist, so that's my passion. This is something I do to showcase what I like doing. Um, yeah. So like this sort of thing. This is the one I just finished. So yeah, I draw and paint, and that's what I do. Thank you. So let's see. Now that I got that whole bunch of stuff out of the way, thank you. Glad you like it. Yeah, if you go to my Instagram or any of my like my YouTube or oh cool, you can see the stuff I do. I also have a website. I don't know if I have added to Kick, but yeah. And do you do like digital work, or most illustrators do digital now? But I don't know. I just decided to go back on that because of all the AI stuff. Like I don't want to be feeding their algorithms, but I guess doesn't matter what you do these days. You're gonna feed their freaking their freaking AIs. Where's the so digital? Oh, cool. And what do you usually like to create or paint or that sort of thing? Like I made, for example, this was some time ago. I made this deck of cards, and so like I illustrated the whole thing, and I was able to produce a batch of them, uh, on the on with USB-C, USB-CC. I think it is USB-CC. The United States Playing Card Company. So yeah, I reached out to them and I was able to produce a batch of them. So I sell that on my website. Should change this up because actually this is the one yeah, this was, I think all of them are in Illustrator. So yeah, I painted it using Illustrator. Each one is a different subject matter. Like each number is related to a theme, and that theme I explore two separate things within that theme per number. Yeah, yeah. Just as I just mentioned, I sell my I've been selling my deck of cards, and I've been working in the creative field for a really long time. Hello, Stephanie. Sorry I didn't put the countdown thing. I didn't have time for that. Oh my god. I have a muscle that is messing me up on my back today. I didn't sleep that. Uh, well, I slept well, which is weird for me, but I don't know. I was sleeping like in a weird position, so a muscle kind of messed up or something. So yeah. Anyway, so I wasn't able to get the image I wanted to do. So I guess this time around, I was gonna just. I also have my dog right next to me, so. Oh, probably. Yeah, but that's probably that's quite possible. Yeah, I draw with like I paint digitally. As I was mentioning, I the deck of cards I made was all in Illustrator. I don't remember if I started testing it out on a different program, but a lot of it was with Illustrator. And yeah, I also do. Hello, how's it going? I also do like Photoshop, Krita, like a bunch of different programs I've used over the years. I like Krita because it's free and it's really robust. There's certain things that is a little bit not that great, I guess. Um, Let me see if I can. Sorry, I gotta change this. What is the what? No. Um. So let's see. Let's see. Let me lower this so it's easier to see the images. Oh, you found me because you were looking for clients? Well, yeah, I'm an illustrator, so what what the this is nothing to do what I was looking for. Oh, because I misspelled. Uh, I don't know if you're new to this sort of thing, or if you have a lot of experience. But if you're starting out, I don't know where you're located, but one of the ways I started was, or at least one of the first gigs I got when I was studying in Canada was by checking out Craigslist, and I looked for gigs there to see what I could find. Sometimes you can find something decent there. Sometimes there's some like bunch of random stuff. Um, but every now and then you can find projects that I don't know people need help with. So that that sometimes works. Also, I don't know if you tried, but you can reach out to uh, like advertising companies. Sometimes they're in the lookout, or if you have your portfolio, you can send them or art directors, that sort of thing, so they can reach out to you. Meerkats? You mean this guy? Is this a meerkat? What is this? Cat ear? Come on. Uh, Two of them. Ah, this is called meerkat in English. In Spanish is suricato. Well, I hopefully that helps you out. I forgot about this once. Maybe I can do one. They're so funny. They're always like danger, danger. What is this? What is that? And they're also super. They eat like um freaking scorpions. It's impressive to see them hunt creatures. I think snakes too. Yeah, no worries. I think also like illustration work is getting tougher unless you're already super well connected. So there's a lot of like influence in the thing. Like, oh, I know this person. I think I can recommend for this and this and that. And like, if if you're not like super, I don't know, that type of person, maybe it's tougher. Every now and then, well, if you want to share it, I have, I think, Segrons contact. Let me see if I can type it here. Contact at gmail.com. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, if you wanna share, you, you can share it there. Yeah. So a lot of the times it's I don't like this about all industries in general, but it's who you know, not what you know. A lot of the times that kind of sucks, but that's the reality. People hire usually the people they know, and I think I if I was better at at that from the get go, I would have gotten way more projects, maybe. But like I'm not that great at that aspect of my career on the networking thing. So that's why I do social media. I have an Instagram. That's probably. Let me check if I have it here. Uh, where do I have that? Yeah, if you look me up for using that same name on Instagram, you can find me. And I don't know how I can see the profile on this. Anyway, you can probably find me. I go by the same username almost everywhere. Ow, 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 ow. Oh my goodness. Ah! That was a little bit better. Okay. Eh, it's kind of a cute picture. I'm wondering which one do I want? I want this one. This is kind of an easy picture. Oh no, 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 no! I lost it! I lost the image. God darn it. This happens to me all the time. Come on, come on, come on. Where were you? Come on, come on, come on. No, wrong one. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. Uh, where is the picture? Fudge. Well, there you go. I was between that one and this one. Yeah, I think I can do this one. Right click to open. Uh, here's the thing. The issue is that once you maybe this one. If there are a few, might be better. As I said, maybe the first one. Maybe the first one was the right one, the right choice. This one's kind of funny. Danger! Danger! Let me just copy. Is it? Uh, 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 uh. No. Come on, man. What? What? Alright, that's what I'm going to do today. Maybe not the best. Actually, you know what? This one's better than the one I was trying to get my hands on. So so dumb. Let's see. Uh, just copying this over because I have a separate uh, place so I can a separate Google thing so I can download this. It's not server. Uh, yeah, of course. Anyhow, whatever. Come on. There you go. Finally. And just open with anyhow, there you go. Let's see. Also, I didn't pay attention to this, but now I will change this. Eh, better, I think. Is it better? I ask myself that question all the time. Is it better? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Hard to tell, really. What? Hmm. This camera. The first thing I will change is gonna be the camera. I'm sorry, camera. I can find you another home if you like. Uh, but it's not the greatest, gotta say. White balance, it always messes up. That's a little bit better, I think. Does it still look green? Every time. This is not even close to being green, but for whatever reason, decides to make it look green. Okay. Okay, Policia. So, I actually spent a little bit of money on something that hopefully some of you will enjoy. I'm going to make a video about it. Once I get it, it was supposed to arrive today. It didn't because things. I don't know. I don't know. Include whatever reason you have for it. You just decided not deliver the thing on time. Okay. Let's see. Does this work? Was it the other one better? Well, at least this one's not broken. I'm so tired. Like, the cycle of waking up early and going to bed late, it's a lot. And of course, it went dark for this because it decided to. Great. Is that better? That's better. Okay. Okay. Oh, Stephanie, did you watch some of the stuff from Cox and Crandor? They're really funny. Well, to me, they're really funny. What also makes it funny is that they they always talk about how they feel that they've been doing the, the whole social media thing for a long time. So I don't know. It's just funny to me. Appreciate their efforts on the internet. Do any more podcasts away? That's funny. Yeah, there's so many podcasts right now. Oh, my neck. My neck. Oh, Lord. You think that this is never gonna come, and one day you wake up and stuff starts to hurt, and you're tired, and yeah, it's like a whole thing. Oh, wait, phone. Ow, 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 ow. I think I need to do like more exercise. For a while, I was doing like a full session every day for like months and months and months. And yeah, then after I just stopped. I don't know how this is gonna go. 900 podcasts? Really? Well, I think I listen to a lot of podcasts, but I don't know if I'm around that number. Like, I jump between different podcasts. The thing is, I use it while I'm working. If I'm doing something that I need to, I've mentioned this in the past. If I need to shut off my brain, I go ahead and put something in the background. It can be like lo-fi music or a podcast. But yeah, the ones I listen to, I go back and forth. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not really interested. Hi, how's it going? I'm not really interested in this specific episode, so I just skip that one. So I move on to a different podcast, and that's that's what I do. I used to do it like I use it for different chores. Like I don't like doing the dishes. That's something I kind of despise. But we have to do it, so I just put on a podcast and try to focus on that. as much as possible. It just helps me uh, kind of. It's like what do you do with horses, like putting on, uh, yeah, uh, putting on blinders type of thing. So you're only focused on certain things, like you're not fully doing the dishes. Yeah, at least well in the U.S. it's I don't know if you have, but it's fairly common the dishwasher. So that makes it way easier. I have to I do each one by hand. So I don't want to do the math, but usually if I skip one of the times, it's gonna be twice a day. So yeah, us- humans spend a lot of time doing dishes, which is wild. Unless like you have somebody that does that for you. Well, well, that's actually not that bad. Like I don't know. Sometimes I don't know where. Like we don't have that many. We don't have that many. We have we have a few plates, but it's not like an insane amount of plates. Uh, I remember my mom when I still lived at my mother's place with her husband. I I was like, yeah, I don't want to do the dishes, and they had like a full I don't know what's the name in English, but the whole collection of plates. So I just grab a new one. Of course, after you pay for it anyways because you have to wash everything. But I was like, oh, I don't wanna deal with this right now. But if you have few plates, then if you go through them, you're gonna go through them quickly. So yeah, you have to cycle faster. I don't know. my my wife was thinking for a while about getting like disposable dishes. I was like, oh come on, I don't like doing the dishes, but that's like really bad for the environment. So I don't know. Yeah, there should be. I think what may make it better is I don't know if you've seen the one they use on restaurants, but that may make it better. I've seen it in houses too that you have this sort of like thing that you can just rinse it off quickly. And well, I think in restaurants they use hot water to clean them faster. I don't know if they use soap and all that stuff. I don't know what they do, but they do. I've seen the device they have. Um, so I might make it easier rather than you with a. Oh, they use a lot of water. Oh, that's terrible. So no, not ideal. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard from a designer. I don't know if it was an industrial designer that was saying that trash is a design error in general. Like in nature, trash doesn't exist. If you think about it, like if you get a banana, you eat the banana and you throw away the casing for the banana. That's gonna be reabsorbed by everything in nature. But we're the ones that take the banana and then put it in a plastic bag, and this is just absurd. Uh, so yeah, I didn't think about it that way, but yeah, it seems like that person is correct. Like we like chocolate. It used to be the well, I guess it's still in paper, but the paper. I know. I think we need to go back to using uh, like if you go to the butcher. I don't know if they still do that, but they used here and in my country and every now and then if you order meat it comes in this paper. So if you make that recyclable, you can, I don't know, reuse it in some way or something. If you make it so that everything uses something like that, biodegrade, the come on, biodegradable, biodegradable, degradable. You get what I mean. Yeah, we use so much plastic for everything, and I don't know how much I can like. I say that, but I draw on paper, so well, I guess paper is recyclable, and I try to use all the paper I have, and I also know how to recycle paper, so I've done it. I made my own paper in the past, so if somebody's watching this, why are they just using all this? Back off. I know how to recycle. This is confusing. This is like a smaller. Let me check this image. Oh, is this Photoshop? No. So the so this one is smaller and this one's larger because of the perspective. I thought like at first glance I thought this one was farther away. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, the you're right. The head shape is way more round. So the other one is a youngling, a youngling. He's just learning the ways of calling out danger, danger, danger. Oh my god. Oh, I know I'm going to be in pain tomorrow. I don't know what the. Come on. Ow, 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 ow. Like it releases some pressure for a little bit and then it comes back. Like I'm all messed up, and my hand is acting up. My back, my knees are horrendous. That one's genetic, so I think it's genetic. I always joke around that if somebody figures a way to swap out knees, I have, yeah, I have some of that. I'll use it. I feel bad for my wife because she's nursing. She cannot use anything. So you cannot use, well, maybe, mm, to some people they probably do still use some of that, but you cannot use anything for your headache. Like if you have a headache, you cannot use anything. If you have some pain in a muscle, you shouldn't use ointments and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of stuff that they tell you not to use, and it freaking sucks. At least one that I was happy to figure out that she was able to use with no problem is coffee. She can drink coffee. Even when pregnant, you can drink coffee. Doesn't matter because the amount, even if you drink a lot of coffee, the amount that actually gets to the baby is like near to nothing. Or apparently that's what they mentioned. So that that is usually fine. But other things you have to be careful with. Uh, of course, like drinking, or that's completely off the table. So it's not like we every now and then we used to, like, uh, get a drink when we went out, that sort of thing. But well, when we were younger, different story. But that's way in the past. Oh my goodness. Oh, over the weekend I didn't know. I think it's new here, but we saw that uh, Apple TV was available here now. Like you could get Apple TV. So we started like the trial test to see what we could watch. There's a bunch of shows that I've been trying to watch. They're freaking they're really well done. I was like, oh, so here's where all the all the good shows went. I think it's always related to budget. Like people like those A-listers and so on, they're gonna go where where they offer them the best deal. They're not gonna lowball themselves. So in reality, there's still some really good shows in Netflix and so on. But I was curious because uh, HBO was I think it was the best at, like, I would say triple A shows, but I don't know. They haven't been making that many things for a while, and they went through all this a bunch of nonsense with the Max and HBO mixing together, and uh, yeah, the Cinemax, and they deleted a bunch of shows. So maybe what I'm thinking is that Apple just whoop in and like pitched a bunch of shows, or maybe started saying that they had some really uh, big pockets to create new shows. So that turns out into a bunch of A-listers producing for them. I don't know. At least there's a lot of shows I'm kind of interested in watching. I'll I guess I'll report back after a while. Like we were watching Silo. It's a pretty interesting show. I didn't know it was a book. My wife told me. Apparently, then I started looking into it, and there are like three books actually. Can you actually see what I'm doing? Like, sometimes for me it's hard to tell, but yeah. Look, what is this freaking shadow? Um, it's just gonna pump the contrast here. See, it resets. Why? It shouldn't. It should stay how I set it up. Um, the show I was watching is called Silo, but I don't know if the books go by the same name. I think it might go for a different name, but uh, yeah, if you look it up, you're gonna find it because yeah, it's a really famous show now. It's interesting. It's like this post-apocalyptic theme that we've done a bunch of versions of, but they have their a really interesting. I don't know. I find it interesting. It has its own way of dealing with certain things that they showed in different shows. Uh, it's a little bit like Snowpiercer. I don't know if you've seen it. They have this whole issue between the the ones that live in the front of the train versus the ones that are in the last part of the train. Um, but yeah, it's an interesting show. I also yeah I was trying to watch Foundation, but I not not fault to the show at all. But I kept on falling asleep because I started watching it like really late. Like after I do the stream, I try to watch the freaking thing, and like I can't. I'm so tired by the time I'm done. That I'm like no can do. Let's see if I can do the eye. If I can get closer. Yeah. Large eyes. Really large eyes. This would be really fun to turn into like an acrylic painting or wash. Uh, no, acrylic or maybe oils. Wash, I don't particularly like. A meerkat? That's funny. Meerkats are funny. Okay, let's see. Reminds me of uh, the Lion King. I don't know the name in English, but Timon. I don't know if it's the same. Most of the times I watched it. I watched it in Spanish. So it was Timon y Pumba. I guess Pumba is the same, but I don't know if Timon was. Oh, so it was the same. Okay, cool. That's cool to know. It's find it funny that their ears is like almost the shape of our own ears. They don't have like. Dun, 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 dun. What? Come and get your love. Ba-da-da-da-dum-dum-dum. Come and get your love. They look weird. The picture is awesome. Redbone? Is that who makes that song? Check that out. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That song it's a banger. It's a really good song. Among African Americans, there. Ah. So they're like me. Multi multiracial individual. Yeah. Like most of the people where I'm from, it's hard to pinpoint where we it's super weird, but we can recognize each other from like that. Like we recognize the mixture, or I don't know if it's something we do, like the way we move or interact. Like we don't need to speak that much. Like if you listen to the sound, of course you're gonna immediately know where somebody's from. But sometimes you just see them walk in and you can figure out, oh, this person is from Venezuela. But we are super mixed. So I didn't know Redbone referred to that. Hmm, it's interesting. The more you know, the more you know. Alright, let's see how much I can do because the first half I was just like trying to make this thing work and looking for a picture. I was drawing worthy. There's a Disney artist. I think I mentioned him in the past on my streams. Um, Adam Blaze. Is it Adam Blaze? I'm having a hard time remembering, but he does amazing paintings of like African creatures and like lions, hyenas, elephants. So this picture. By the way, I haven't mentioned who took the picture. Burger, Berger, Straw, Berger Straw. I apologize if I say it wrong, but here you can see it on the top there. That's who took this picture. It looks like a painting from Adam Blaze, if I'm not mistaken with the name. Bam bam. Fun little creatures. And they have this amazing social groups. They made a show about them in Discovery. Probably you can find it still. They made a whole show about their dynamics. I think they're matriarchal. Are these ones? This one I don't remember correctly, but I also think if I remember somewhat, so just finish over these last 10 days. Three birthday cards. Oh, no worries. Oh, you mean that the slow painting and drawing? Eh, don't beat yourself up. If that's what you mean, don't beat yourself up over it. Uh, like I really think that couldn't go live. What do you mean? Did you cut me off? What's going on? Don't you dare. Okay. Cool. It decides to freaking mess with my streams. It bothers me so much. Well, that sometimes is like overrated. I really think that that's overrated. Uh, Meaning not that you like that's awesome that you were able to get through work that quickly, but that whole obsession in our industry, like, no, you're working too slow. Like, dude, chill like this obsession for everything needs to be like for yesterday. It's like, dude, we're not doing like heart surgery. It's it's creative work. Like sometimes it needs time to to turn up okay and to be good. Uh, like oftentimes I'm pretty sure you've had the same experience. Like you go through a bunch of projects or you finish a bunch of stuff, and by like you finish, you deliver the thing, but you know that you could have done something better if you had more time. So to me, I feel like it's super overrated, and we as an industry we glorify that, and we kind of spoiled clients in that regard because if they figure out that you can do it fast, uh, and what do those do? I haven't had glasses in a long time. They originally they gave me glasses, and then somebody told me I didn't need them, and also by the time they told me I didn't need them, I wasn't wearing them because like, okay, you cannot you I'm not you're not gonna make me use this because they gave it to me like I was like 9 or 10, so I was already introverted, and they had me with the freaking the boots that they put on you so your legs don't, like, your feet are not flat, so they had me the boots. I was constantly being changed from school to school, and then they wanted me to use these freaking glasses. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna use the freaking glasses. Oh, that must be annoying as hell. Like if when you work with your eyes, that must be so annoying. Like, well, maybe you have the same experience as me, but you know what I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of it, and it's actually even. sort of depressing. Um, because of my eyesight, I I'm happy. I'm happy. Just just hear me out. I'm really happy that I have a good eyesight. That's why I'm able to do some of the stuff I do. Uh, but at the same time, and maybe you've had the same experience. If you look into like the sky, or if it's really bright, or if you look at a white background, I get. I think it's related to age, but I get these floaters on the ice. Luckily, they're not that many, but they're enough to be. Oh my. And as far as I've looked into it, there's no way to get rid of them. Like I was like, could I get like a laser thing and then they get removed? But I don't think you can. Like I'm stuck with those freaking things. So I've been checking. They're so annoying. It's I could draw them. I could now that I'm thinking of it, maybe I could do like a poem to my floaters or something and draw them. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Like I went and because I was I don't want to get into it, but I got a bit of photosensitivity. I don't know if I said that correctly, but I was getting really sensitive with a strong light for a while. It wasn't fun at all. So I went and and got my eyes checked, and I have like I'm lucky and I'm grateful. I have like 20/20 vision. I would say more than 20/20. So I'm grateful for that. But at the same time, that comes with the fact that freaking floaters, I can see them in 4K resolution. So yeah, even like right now, it's not that much. Like if I think about it, I can see the freaking thing on top of the drawing. Like if I knew this beforehand, I would have done all in my power to mitigate that. Uh, and maybe I don't know. I don't know if I have like most of the time I have a really decent eyesight, but because I when I'm drawing, sometimes I put my eyes out of focus. So I mentioned in the past, if I've been working for a really long time, if had if has happened to me that I get like my eyesight gets stuck in out of focus, and that oh my god, that's horrible. It hasn't happened in a really long time, but it happened to me like twice, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm, I'm done. I cannot see anything. Uh, I don't know. Maybe that's what ends up happening when you need glasses, when they get you glasses. But uh, like my grandfather, he got really lucky that he's like 95 now. Look up with your eyes for about 2 minutes. Yeah, I don't remember what I did, but I started to freak out. I was like freaking out because it was like in the middle of a work day. And all of a sudden, like, okay, what the hell? That never happened to me before. So it really freaked me out to have my eyesight stuck in a out of focus state. I was like, okay, I need to get home. If I am stuck like this, how am I going to get home? Like if you already are using glasses, you just put in the glasses and that that fixes it. But if you don't have, like you don't have, you never go to the eye doctor. You don't, like the last time I went was like at 12 or 10. I don't know, something like that. Um, then it's like, okay, how do I deal with this? So what I was saying is that your uncle airbrush paintings on cars. You mean looking up? The looking up for 2 minutes and closing your eyes? By the way, that's a freaking awesome job. Like for a while, I wanted to like paint fire on cars. I was like, dude, come to reality. Who's gonna hire you for that? Where you're from? In my country, there's not many places that do that type of work. So I would have to go like to I don't know, California or New York or something. I feel like maybe here I think there's way more of a like muscle car movement. There's a lot of people that like muscle cars and restoration here. Kind of the same vibe that in the US. Actually, when we got here, a friend of ours, somebody that lived when where we used to live, um, he mentioned that I don't know if you've seen the Untouchables. It's a really good movie with Kevin Costner and I forgot his name. He used to be James Bond. Um, Sean Connery. Yes, yes, yes. How how are you? Well, Mr. Sean Connery and Kevin Costner. Uh, Apparently that movie, most of the cars, yeah, most of the cars were from Uruguay, I think, if I remember correctly. It like a dude in Uruguay had a like a fleet of like 50 cars, classical cars. So they hired him or his fleet of cars for that movie. And also another thing, apparently I don't know if this is true, but near where I'm located, there's a like a water um, building, and they film like mixing a bunch of stuff together. But they film a few scenes for the Immortals. Was it the Immortals? Yeah, I think that's what it was. So probably like I don't know, 20 years ago or something. Here we are, born to be kings. Bow, wow, wow. Yeah. Okay. So 1 hour 22 minutes. Still have to work on it, but I think I'm good for today. I'll probably end the stream soon. Yeah, don't beat yourself up about not being as fast as before. Like the way I look at it, like you earned that. You earned that right. Uh, and I really don't like I worked in a few places that every now and then, not everywhere, but every now and then you end up in a place like, oh, you need to work faster. You need to work faster. Like, freaking relax, man. Oh yeah, that part, yeah, that part. I can, I can, I feel you. Like I think maybe it's across the line. I'm not sure, but for me, I want to. That's 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 why I use this thing. Like I by the time I'm finished, uh, hello. By the time I'm finished, I already have a full thing. Uh, oh, it looks better than before to me maybe. Eh, look at that. Um, yeah, I don't have to go through like a bunch of, uh, you know. Well, I don't know if you study like arts or if you did like illustration, but in illustration they teach you the process. Like if you're gonna do like technique, then you um, trace the original image. Once you have the trace, then you get the paper that usually you shouldn't get the paper. You use the like pencil. You put the pencil on the back, and then you transfer the thing. So you do all that, and then you can do the technique. Like to me, that whole thing. Uh, of course, they have to teach you all that. Like you need to learn it. Um, but I I way I prefer way more to just do straight up. Just get to a freaking point. Yeah, like a put a line, it's gonna stay there. Um, before I was the other thing is that now I think because the time I have to work on this sort of thing is limited, so I wanna go even faster. Yeah, that makes sense. The window it's a good technique. I also my mom wasn't a huge fan of this, but when I was still studying, I would use the like her table, and they were all my mom and her husband are architects, and they had this beautiful uh, table. It was a glass top with like wooden legs and so on. Like using that to transfer, it's just like, be careful, you're gonna scratch it. It's like, don't worry, it's gonna be fine. I'm not gonna do anything to it to the table. Yeah. So yeah, if I needed to do that often, I didn't tell them because they were only gonna freak out. So I would just like I have no other choice. So I just put the freaking light under it and trace that way. I prefer that because if you do it with a pencil behind, then you have all that the graphite on the backside of the page, and it's a pain because it stains everything. You're gonna get stained anyways. Like like look at my hand, but um. I don't know. I don't particularly like having graphite all over because unless you wash your hands, it's a little bit of a pain to get it off. Um, so if you're like I don't know, if you're in the middle of a class and you have to wait until the class is over to go and wash your hands, and uh, I guess you can go in the middle of the class, but you don't particularly want to do that. It's not, usually used to be a really short class. 128. I was gonna end the stream. Anyhow, so if you watch the stream, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Consider subscribing, hitting that like, hitting that bell, and all that good stuff. Helps me a bunch. It's completely free for you. And yeah, if you wanna hang out, ask questions, and so on and so forth. I try to stream Monday through Thursday now from 9:30 up to well, it usually goes for around an hour or so. Yeah, good night. Yeah, I think it got a little bit better. It acts up every now and then, but I'll see what I can find. Anyhow, thank you all for watching. I hope to see you next time. I'll be cutting the stream. So, thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.